everyone. Today is repotting day for this tree. My goals are to get a good idea of the health of the tree by looking at the roots, and then to replace the current soil with something that drains slightly better. I also have a new front picked out, which you can see somewhere right in here. If I use this front, I will remove the top of the tree that is currently going out of the shot and use one of the small branches to begin an apex. This will improve the image of the tree as well as make it more compact. However, without knowing how vigorous the tree is, I think I'll wait until everything begins budding out to make this cut. I used a chisel to go around the edge of the pot and help loosen the root ball. I also cut the wires that were holding the tree in the pot. This is almost too much of a job for one person. This is a pretty big tree, but I carefully removed the tree from the pot. When repotting, loosen the bottom of the root ball first. As you can see, the roots grew to the bottom of the pot and then started circling. We will remove all of these. Someone asked recently in the comments when the best time of year was for repotting and for wiring. In short, it really depends on the species and your climate, but for me in Zone 8B, February is generally a good time to repot. For any other climate, I would repot when the buds on your trees start to swell. Once you repot, you will have to take care to protect the tree from temperatures below freezing. Branch selection and wiring vary widely. In general, with deciduous trees like the trident maple that I'm so fond of, you can wire new shoots after they've extended to 5 or 6 pairs of buds. You have to be vigilant though, because wire will bite into limbs quickly during the growing season. If your tree's healthy, you can also defoliate mid-season and wire and do branch selection then. Now that the bottom of the root ball is combed out, I'm going to go over it quickly with a pair of shears and trim it back. When working on the top of the soil, start from the outside and work your way in. Remove any downward growing roots or any roots that cross. Make sure to mist the roots periodically as you work. You don't want the fine feeder roots to desiccate. As you can see here, the roots have been worked to a flat plane over time. There isn't much for me to remove. Now it's time to go back in the pot. First, I added a drainage layer that consists of larger pieces of pumice. Then I added some soil mix. This is 2 parts akadama, 1 part lava, 1 part pumice with a small amount of pine bark added. Normally you would make a small mound of soil for the tree to sit on, but the base of this tree is so flat that I don't need to do this. However, this pot won't accommodate the front that I showed you earlier, so I'll just continue to develop the tree with that front in mind and search for a suitable pot for next time. Due to the drainage layer, the tree is potted about half an inch higher than before. This isn't ideal, but I believe the vigor of the tree will increase when planted like this. I'm going to wire the tree into the pot, add soil, and cover the top with moss. I removed much of the topsoil off camera because it had become very compacted, I want to encourage new surface roots to grow, which is why the moss is important. It doesn't look much different, but we've reduced the root mass while encouraging feeder root growth. We've also replaced the soil with some that should drain more freely. In the next part, we'll carve some dead wood and try to get the big wound in the back to heal. Don't forget to comment and let me know what you think. I appreciate all the support I've gotten so far, and I really hope you're enjoying this. Until next time.